everyone. I'm out in nature today and I am going to be just out and about in the creeks doing some fun looking for minerals, and so I thought I would come on and encourage you guys today again to get out in nature. And I was in Corvallis in Albany before this, just watching everyone, being the observer and standing back, looking at the bigger picture of things. I was at Trader Joe's. I didn't go inside, but I was waiting for Jim and watching the line and all the people like in Corvallis. It seems like most of them are just completely eating up the entire plate and are very fearful of what they call the coronavirus. And so I am looking at different ages, all the way down from little ones on up to the elderly. And I just have to say, at this time, you guys, it is time to go inside. Take this time out. Do not feed the system that is here right now and has a bad track record of not being for the people, not caring for the people. And I just listened to Sheriff Mack on the way here. I've always really liked him and his message about our natural rights and stuff like that. Now, I don't eat up everything, but there's a lot of golden nuggets there, and I believe that we are empowered when we stop giving our sovereignty away. It is no one's right to take from us our liberties and what is rightfully ours. Freedom is our natural birthright. And so out here in nature, even though a lot of these lands have been eaten up by corruption, they are actually ours. Well, they're blessings for us to take care of. Everything is the divine creator, which we are a part of. So I just want to say, it's not about ownership. It is about taking care of what we've been blessed with and sharing it, and coming from an open heart space, but also using our voices where we see deception, where we see oppression, and being able to stand on our square and doing so in a wise way. We have to be wise as serpents and as gentle as doves. Not just one serpent, but as serpents, because we want all of us uniting together. And doves, meaning that we are gentle and we are coming from a space and an energy of love and peace and harmony and wisdom. And that does not mean that we're stepped on. It doesn't mean that people are going to be treating us badly. When we actually stand in this dimension, this transcended dimension, we are able to see things clearly, and we're able to operate from a place where no one's able to touch us. So I think that, there's more than meets the eye, and there's a lot of people doing many great things right now, and we need to keep our focus on that, on the solutions, not the problem reaction solution that they're giving out to us. This same system is the one that takes children from loving moms and dads without a true court of record. It's the same system that takes the elderly from their own children who are caring for them and instead puts them in nursing homes. It's all about business. This is the same system that is imprisoning people for speaking their mind and going against the status quo. When did it become okay for different types of statutes, codes, laws to come in that are supposed to be regulating these corporations and keeping them in line? When did it become okay for these oppressive measures to be acted upon against the people, to not be serving and protecting our liberties, our interests, our happiness, our property? Things have been twisted upside down, and if you are deciding to follow a system that is oppressive just because they say that their laws say that you're supposed to do this, it's your duty to do this, you really have to look inside and take account and responsibility for your own actions, because all of us will be held accountable. we will reap what we sow. There is karma at those unconscious levels when we do harm to others. So, you know, let's take inventory of our lives. Let's rise above this, and let's make sure that we are standing on principles and maxims of law that never change. And let's be for families being together. Families belong together. Um, you know, I just think of kids being torn from, you know, their moms and their dads. And I think of my own little ones and, you know, living in this place that we call America, or many call the United States, which people don't see what's been going on with these contracts and commercial and admiralty, maritime, all of that. And I see a lot of tears, a lot of pain, and a lot of suffering in little ones, in moms and dads, in our elderly. And we're seeing it in animals as well, and we're seeing it in nature. And it is our responsibility to be a voice for those who have no voice at this time, and to help them to speak as well, because all of us have a voice. And so we need to support one another in finding that voice and being able to be heard on all levels. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Namaste. Hi everyone. So I am out here for the first time ever. I'm actually digging for gold, but we have a little panning set over here. It's a gold panning kit. That was really expensive from Sportsman Warehouse, like $50 for it. So depending on if any specks are found here where we found water, we are going to open that up and use the pans. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of document my first time ever coming out and doing this. Oregon is known for having lots of undiscovered gold, and that gold is, of course, the people's. It's ours. So it's kind of fun to come out here. Well, it's a blessing to us, you know. We can come out and we can spend time in nature and, you know, have these beautiful minerals that we can use for, you know, providing for our families. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I found this water. We are at Quartz Creek Recreational Center in Eugene, isn't that right? Lebanon, well, in between Salem and Eugene. That's where it's at. And what's the water? Foster Lake is actually, I'm going to show you guys and attach it either before this clip or afterwards, but you'll see the lake, and it's so beautiful. I've never been over here before. So here's a little bit of water that isn't dried up right now, the end of August. And so, you know, I'm a beginner, so I'm just kind of doing this, and Jim is with me, and he's done this when he was younger. So we're just gonna have fun out here doing this. And if you guys have ever done this before, have any you know, just information, knowledge on this, if you want to comment below, you can go ahead and comment, and it'd be kind of fun to see what people have found works the best. So get out in nature. Thanks for joining me. Namaste. So here I am digging in this little creek, and out comes Mr. Sammy. I wanted to show a picture. I'm gonna have to find out if there's any more here and be extra careful, but I know my little kiddos, my two boys, love salamanders, just like my daughters always loved them. Just resting his little face on that rock. He's showing me the way, saying, yep, there's gold here, dig right here, just wait till I'm out of the way. Thank you, Sammy. So cute. What you doing? He's sticking his head in now, getting a shower. It does look a little dry. He says, thanks for opening up the waterway. There was hardly any water flowing out of here. So here's Sammy or Samantha. Say bye. Says I want back in the water. There you go. For those who have never seen a salamander, there's a lot in Oregon. And they're very friendly. And they're so cute. Namaste. Gonna see where it's going first. Not sure where it's going. I'm not sure if that's the easiest way out of there, buddy. Sometimes we take the hardest ways too, though. You ever noticed that in your life? Sometimes you take a path. Ends up being kind of adventurous though, but you could have taken another one that was a little easier. Then you don't have quite as much of a story to tell. There's lots of life learning lessons along the way. And this salamander's doing an awesome job. It's like, yeah, I'm strong. No problem. Sometimes when others don't think we can do it, that's when we know we can. Alright, checking out you guys. Namaste. Alright, this rock right here, you can see it. It's like that big. I just pried it out of right in this little hole right back there. The salamander's right up there. I'm going to try to make a little pool, like Jim was saying right here, so maybe the salamanders can have a little, you know, hot springs, cold springs. They don't like hot water. So that would be what it is to them, is a little hot springs that they can go and play in. Because that one was pretty dry. So I just want to show you. Pretty cool. Just this little shovel, just little old me. Right up like that, using leverage. Gotta use leverage in life. That's all I wanted to say. We can move mountains. Alright, so here's the little tub I made for the salamanders, and I didn't find any gold today, but I decided as I was digging that I would build this for the salamanders, and that one went to go get its family, because families belong together, and they're coming back to take a dip in this little haven. So I wanted to show you guys before I left. Isn't that cool? Hi guys, so sometimes, I don't know what to make videos about, but because this is just a vlog of my spiritual awakening journey, I thought that coming out here, showing you guys my day out in nature would be just fun for you guys to watch, and also encouraging you to get out there in nature. And I wanted to just say about my fruit fast, and I was telling you guys I was going to do updates. I have taken a little bit of a break. I was telling you that I had my 8th year anniversary on the 26th, and then I had my little boy who turned 4. I had his birthday on the 28th. So things are, you know, emotionally charged. I've really healed a lot. I'm looking at myself where I am today as opposed to 4 years ago when we got deported back from Mexico, and just how I have been able to let go of so much. It's pretty good, and I feel proud of myself for how far I've come. But there's still more there, and as it surfaces, I'm working on it. The other thing is that I haven't been able to see my daughters too much, and our relationships, as I've talked about before, have been damaged through all of this that has happened. I mean, it is actually night and day, our relationships, and even just happiness in everyone's life, and just, you know, the smiles that used to be there, and the laughter, and just health. Everything has changed. So I hope to see things heal in all of our lives, and to see that joy and that love return. So I'm just looking around because I was taking another path to see if there was a way out. I found these picnic tables that are really old here, and I thought, hey, maybe there's a path back to the car. But yeah, obviously I didn't make it. There's just like a path and then it stops. And that happens sometimes in life, right? We have to go ahead and go forward and try things out, and then just trust. And if we end up, you know, at a dead end or something like that, we learn the life lessons and we go to the next path through the open door that is provided for us. So that's what I'm doing with my healing. And with my little boy who had his birthday, he had a party the next day that his sisters were able to come and spend time with him and his brother. I wasn't able to be there because there is restrictions on my access to them, and being able to have a relationship with them and see them. And so that is a struggle, but it's also a struggle because, like I talked about in other videos, for my eldest daughters, they don't really want to have a relationship with me right now, and we have different perspectives of what's gone on. And I just want to talk from a CPS mom's point of view. And I've already talked about, I've made mistakes along the ways. There's things in Mexico, you know, it was a hard time. I was in survival mode. And so, you know, when we have certain experiences that really are not something that we're wanting to experience, all we can do is better the next moment, each and every moment. And as we wake up and we're living consciously, it becomes so much easier to live. But we have to have compassion for others who are still in those lower places and who have more healing to do. And so I want to say, you know, I'm working on this detached compassion, and I want to show compassionately that I understand and understand where my daughters are coming from. And it seems like I can't put to words any of it, because whenever I start talking about it, it's like it doesn't do it justice. And, you know, people will always try to find out what the allegations are and different things like that, and just involved in everything. So what I do is I just put it in the Creator's hands, especially because it has to do with false allegations, and because anything that has happened, we've had apologies from our hearts out to anyone that has been hurt in the best way that we can. So from there, it's just surrendering it and not carrying that baggage anymore. Yeah, that judge that I saw, the so-called judge, who basically told me that I was going to, well, my judgment and my consequences were going to be my damaged relationships with my daughters, and that I deserved that, and that, you know, how dare I, you know, take them to Mexico. And basically she was saying I kidnapped them. So the lies were being incorporated into that, and I stood there. I remember just listening to her, and I really don't remember that much. It came in, and of course it was like, okay, whatever, you know, who are you to even, you have no clue. So I would just tell people, when you're looking at people and you go, wow, they must be really bad, look at what they've gotten, you know, look at the karma, look at what they're, you know, reaping what they've sown, and stuff like that, pointing your fingers. You really don't know what has happened. You don't know what has taken place and what karma that is about. And also what life learning lessons are coming from that, what contracts we have signed ahead of time. So, yeah, I don't know if this really helps anyone or not, but I just wanted to say that it's been an emotional time. So I thought, okay, I'm letting myself awake. I'm going to take a little time off. I'm still dry fasting. I'm still doing like a big window, 12 to 15 hours, and then I am doing fruit like in the morning or afternoon when I break my fast, breakfast. And then I am just having one cooked meal about a day at this point. And then my herbs just came in the mail, so I am going to be starting up my fruit fast again, just bumping up the chart, going up Dr. Morse's detoxification pyramid. And so, yeah, I just wanted to come on and do an update on that. So I love you guys, and stay strong, and, you know, go inside and love yourself awake, because judgment is out the door, you guys. I'm not going to judge others, and I'm not going to accept judgment from anyone else, because all we can do is the best we can. And if we go to our open hearts and we have done everything we can to be that change we want to see, then it's just waiting and allowing others to go through their own journey, and you know, having open arms for that time when they may come back. And so that is what I look forward to someday, hopefully in this lifetime. But I'm going to just love compassionately. I love you guys. Namaste.